Hey, what's up everyone? You're joining me, Carvell, for another edition of Carvell's Closet, and today I am talking about one of the greatest cult classic movies ever made. We are talking about the Goonies. Now, for those of you who don't know what the Goonies is, where have you been? Like, seriously, where have you been? This is one of the most iconic movies to come out of the 80s and pretty much of all time. Now, The Goonies was directed by Richard Donner. He is most famous for bringing Superman to the big screen back in the 70s and also for the Lethal Weapon franchise. Now, what a legend he is. Now, the basic plot of this story is that the Goonies are a bunch of kids who are living in Astoria in America, and pretty much their houses are all going to be demolished, being replaced for new housing. So this is pretty much like their last night and day in their town before everything all kind of just ends for them. And while just searching around in one of the lofts, they find a map that leads to the treasure of One-Eye Willie, a notorious pirate who they all learnt about from their parents, about the stories apparently of what happened in their little town. Now, through this, they find the map and then they go in search of the treasure, and all kind of things take place. Different sort of traps are found and things like that, and they're also on the run from some fugitives who are also now going to go and look for it themselves. But I'm not going to give anything away. You guys need to watch this film. It is such a great classic. Now, some famous faces you might recognize from this. Again, these were all childhood actors at the time. We've got Sean Astin, who is most famous for his role in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Other actors you might see in this, you see Josh Brolin, who is most famously now known for his role as Thanos in the MCU, and also for his upcoming appearance as Cable in Deadpool 2. And another film that he's been in and that everyone seems to have forgotten about was Men in Black 3. And another very, very famous face you will find in this film is a very young Corey Feldman, who everyone remembers him from being such an icon in the 80s, starring in such films as Gremlins, starring in The Lost Boys, and as well as starring in Stand By Me. Now, the reason I'm recommending this classic film to all of you guys is because this is just cinema at its finest. For the production that they were doing back in the 80s, this just has all great visual effects. The storyline's amazing. You can relate to all the different kind of characters that are in this. I mean, you've got kind of like a chubby overweight kid, you've got a really kind of gadgety type guy, you've got Corey Feldman's character who is just a little bit kind of cocky and arrogant, and again, there are just so many relatable characters in there, and the villains that star in this film are absolutely amazing, and when you see the actors playing them, you're going to have recognized them from so many other films. This was really one of those benchmark films that came out which really kickstarted so many people's careers, and for me, I grew up watching this film as a kid, and even now, 30 years on, it is still such an amazing film to watch, and it's one that you can just share with the entire family. Now, if I was to give this a rating on our scale, which we normally do, I'm going to ignore it today because this one is getting, the normal 5 is not enough. This is getting 6. 6 big fishies. This is beyond epic. This is a film that you have to see. So what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Is Goonies the ultimate cult classic movie, or is it not that good? Let me know what you guys think by dropping a comment down below. We always want to hear what you guys think about these films that we're reviewing for you. And as always, big thank you to producer Adam for helping making these videos possible. And until next time, I've been Ollie. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed the film, and I'll see you again soon.